Hello everyone, it's been a good long while. Today I'm going to be playing another tower. This time it's Tactical Tutorial 3 from Chapter 2. Why this tower in particular? It's just because it's the one I felt like playing. Sorry Kay and Minnie, it's just not your time. So let's get into this. The game's a little bit laggy. I've been on a new computer and it generally makes the game a bit slower. So hopefully that won't be too much of an issue. Anyways. So, this tower is quite interesting. Let's go over the macro first. So, this tower introduces equipment. And that's sort of the main thing. Each equipment does a different thing, and you've got the weapon and accessory slot. So let's just sort of look over all the ones we've got right now. Hopefully that makes sense. So what we're going to do is we're going to first set our door reservations. One thing that's actually going to be unique about this compared to my other videos is that because of the way this tower is structured, I'm actually going to try and play the Nexus stage, which means that I'm going to be spending some metals, and I'm just going to be spending the 5 that are necessary to enter. But I'm not going to be spending any more, and I'm not going to be using my sunstones. And I've practiced a route that should perform pretty well despite having so few resources. So it begins like this. I believe this is good. Then four, 6. Yep, that seems pretty good. And then for the Burgeoner, I'm going to be doing this. You might notice that despite this tower having a health multiplier, I'm just sort of picking up potions as if it doesn't matter. It's because the opening of this tower is actually really precise. Basically right up until we get this equipment right here, which increases our health for every level up, we're going to be in quite a tight spot over and over again. So, let's do that. Also, with regards to our level ups, we're going to be doing attack for most of the tower. So keep that in mind. So now, let's see. We're going to pick up some mattocks. As you might remember, you can either hold dig and one of the arrow keys, or you can just sort of auto move to a tile. Both work. So, what do we want to do here? I think what we want to do is this. And then we're going to be digging this way. If we picked the other way, then we wouldn't be able... Like, if I picked the this way down here, then I would have to spend an extra to get around this guy, which I don't want to kill yet. So that's why I'm doing that. And then we're going to also use this blue immediately right here. And that gets us some nice goodies here. So next up, gonna do this. We've also got, you see these elder tears are pretty nasty. I'm going to be spending 5 digs to get this heavenly potion. That'll be pretty nice. But first I gotta get into here. I believe what I want to do is I want to just go into here, dig these as quick as possible, and I'm going to want to get this violet key. I believe the reason for that is because I want to use it right here to get this life crown and this heavenly, which will be nice. And ideally we can get it before we open up this health right here. So we're going to do this. Yep, perfect. So now with this, we can get into here, pick this up, and that's the first part of the opening. That's going pretty well. So next up, we want to get 5 digs for this thing right here. Let's see, to attack. Can we get to attack before you? I don't think so in a way that's easy to do. So let's go ahead and just get the matic, dig that, accidentally die. So, sorry, I just realized that the hotkey I'm using for disabling my microphone takes me to the Nexus stage when I'm playing this game. So I guess that's something to keep in mind. But I'm going to play the next bit of this right up until the equipment right here, just sort of on autopilot, so see you when I get there. Alright, so now that I've picked this up, I believe if I go back through my save files, I should be on my best performance up to this particular thing. I guess I don't have any good save files for this, but anyways, I've got this now. So this is going to give me 2,000 health every time I level up. And importantly, it's actually going to do that times the health multiplier. So I'm going to be getting quite a bit of health from this. Now, we've got a lot of things to do actually. So I believe what we want to do, we've got a whole laundry list of things to do, which I wrote out because it's sort of necessary in order to make sure everything goes well. So first I want to get this feather here, which means a red key, which means you. Okay, I can do that. I believe that I actually want to avoid this for a while. I want to kill some enemies first. And I believe I want to start with you. Then I'll deal with you. Get that. Let's see. This part is always a little bit complicated, and there's a chance that I might be on a slightly suboptimal sequence, but okay, so now that we're in this room, we're actually going to be spending some digs to get some stats. First, we're going to be going down here. Then I believe we're going to do that. We need some more attack, actually, before we can really do that. Right, okay, what we actually want to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. Okay, so we don't want to go here just yet. Alright, my dogs are being pretty noisy, but let's not let that distract us too much. So we want to deal with you. A turn is only... It's not that much. I can live with that. Or can I? There aren't too many super available health items. I'll just deal with this. So we've got a feather now, so that's good. Next up, what do we want? We do definitely want more stats. So I believe we want to... We'll spend a bit here. I think we'll also eventually spend a bit here. Our major goal right now that we're at level 6, we're actually going to be holding on to our level ups. Because this item, it has a passive effect where every time you level up, you'll get 3 extra defense. And that only happens if you actually have the level to use when you have it. And we're going to be holding on to 2 levels like that. And that'll give us 6 extra defense for the long run. But first we've got to build up our stats some more so we can deal with these great slashers. So let's see. I'm already forgetting how I specifically do everything here with regards to digs and stuff. Okay. I'm going to rewind a little bit to there. Haven't dealt with that guy yet. We're gonna get some stats here. And then we're going to just pop these slashers. And we can't use that level up. No, we can actually. Okay, I was wrong about something. So we do that. I hold level ups from here, not from the previous level. That was something I was forgetting. So now, what do we want to do? We want to deal with you. I'm not sure how I feel about killing you like that, so... It's a complicated situation. Oh, but I can do this. So, we'll dig out some stats there. And that should be enough. Okay, almost enough. I'll do it. Okay. So, you're looking okay. I'm going to actually avoid some health if I can help it. So we got exactly 5 here, so that's a good sign. Now we're going to go through this way, this way. Let's see. I want to save health pickups there. So we'll do this. And now we need to get around to here with 2 level ups in tow. But also we want to get around to this crown here. And I need a violet for that, as well as some Maddox. So let's go ahead and get some. And some more. While we're at it, we can go ahead and just spend these like that as we get them. So, do that. Got some more. I believe we want to get this first. Then a little bit of that. We're holding on to our levels. And we need to kill 2 more. But I actually think this Burgeoner is the better bet, since we don't really have 2 other thieves to kill at the moment. So we'll do that. And now, bam, level up. So next up, we want to get a violet key. And also, no, don't pick that up yet. We get our violet key from you. And we also want to let's see. We want to get some Maddox. So there's that. I believe we'll just get that immediately. And then let's see if we're in a good enough state here. We need 1 more kill. But I'm not sure if we have any other easily available thieves to kill. So this might be a little bit unfortunate. So let's see. We've got you. I think what I want to do is this, and that'll save me some health for here. That should be here, hopefully alright. Let's look at the next thing on our laundry list now that we've done that. So now we want to dig to 6F, and here we're going to have some keys, and these keys are going to be useful because I'm going to use them right here. So that's what we're doing next. So, oh, and also now we've got that, we can do that, so that's nice. And now we're also going to do a bit of this, since they're just nice and available. And when we get some health, we're also going to want to, I think we want another level up, and after we leveled up, we can kill this thing. And I think that should be right around the same time as we dig our way to the end. So we'll do this. Yep, that tracks. And we need to get another one, so we'll do that one. So we've got our level up. So now, how much damage do you do? That much. Okay, so we need some health. Oh, red key feather. I totally forgot about that. So let's go ahead and right, okay, so we need some more digs. So where are we gonna get those? It's a conundrum, alright. I believe our best bet is one of these. So that involves a bit of that, a bit of that, and a bit of that. So now we picked that up. What are you looking like? Still pretty powerful. However, now that we have 6 digs, we can start working towards some other things. So I think we want to... Okay, well I know what those are allocated towards, and now that I know, I guess I'll hold on to these for a bit. So we want to get some health. That'll work. Okay. So now that we've done that the proper way, we want to get... When I got this crown down here, that's what we want to do. And I think we're pretty low on health, so we need to refresh our health. And it looks a little something like that. Then a little bit of that. Okay. I think we actually want to also get some... Okay, maybe not yet. I think we just want to kill some regular guys. Like you. You're probably the best one to kill. Oh, well not if you are around. So let's do that. Okay. And I think we do want one more thing. Could we have gone by without picking up that heavenly? Not really. Okay, so... But we could go ahead and just kill some dudes here. So what's damage like for you? That much. Okay. So now we've gotten that. What's next? Now we want to get this. Okay. That looks a little something like that. We're going to need some more health, obviously. What's the best health option for us? I think it's you. And then 14120. Okay, so we want... I think we want to avoid some potions, but we'll do this. And then just take another one of those. Alright, violet. And then we spend this over here, so that's looking pretty good. Alright, what's next on the list? Bladeless sword. Okay, so that's this item right here. This item is super good for experience gain in particular. How it's going to work is it adds the enemy level stat, which you can see is the top number in this mouse over here, to its base experience. And that means that it's pre-multiplier, which is very nice. So that would take this Great Fighter from 18 base experience to 30. Pretty good. And we need some medics before we can open this. So we need to kill 2 thieves. I believe that'll be... Okay. I'm not going to sweat it. So there's one. Now we're going to have to kill another one, and that's going to be a little bit painful. Yeah, okay. So, how is this going to work? I think it involves you. Yeah. Or actually you. You're a little bit better. So with that out of the way, we're going to do a little bit of that. Let's actually kill some more of these. Nah, okay, that's not too worth it. Yeah, we'll just do that much, the bare minimum. So now we've got those. So now, just like that, we've got a nice new weapon. And now we're going to clean up some enemies. So what's up next on the list? 5F, top right feather. Okay. That's you. Okay. I think we want to... I don't think we have enough for another level up, so I'm just going to take this and then cut my way into here. That's alright. Alright, so now what's next? We want to get 25 digs. Okay. So it requires killing some of these thieves. They're definitely pretty strong. I'm gonna do this. And then... nine. That's manageable, I think, but I do think I want to try and save the turns now. 3, 4... Is there not one more I can kill? Alright, well, we're still fine if we do it like this. Unless we die from running out of health. That is indeed a problem we can have. Okay, so it'll just kill some birds until we can properly get it. So... Alright. Now with these 25 digs, we're just going to get into here. Bam. So that's looking good. We still have 2 feathers yet to get acquired, but now we want digs for getting down here where there's some nice health items and stats. It's definitely getting a little bit complicated, what with the health situation being as it is. Going to need to kill another one. Nice. Okay, that was definitely a good checkpoint right there. So next up, we're going to be opening along here. Let's see. That damage definitely looks like it's worth saving. But for now, this seems like the best way to go about it. We'll take you, do that. Okay, now we need a blue key, and we'll go ahead and go down here for that. Then we open this up. We do not open those. We don't open those yet. About our yellow keys, we're going to actually be saving them for this room right here. So keep that in mind. And now, let's see, is there anything left to get? Right, we need to get into here now. So we need some digs for that. So let's go ahead and let's see, you. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do a bit of that, and a bit of that. And now with this, we can dig a nice item there. We want to expose this guy, and then, yeah, expose you. There aren't many thieves left, so we do have to be careful. We'll do that. And now for you, you're doing quite a bit of damage, so I'm actually going to fight some guys to make you less of a problem, which looks a little bit like that. Yep, another level up. I'm just going to keep killing as many of these as I can. Alright. So now we've got that. We'll go ahead and actually wait a little bit more for another level. So hopefully that won't be too bad. That's a nice bit of damage removed. And now that we've got the last feather, what we're going to be doing is just going over every enemy and killing the ones that don't do that much damage. So, yeah, as it says in the notes. So we've got 6 digs right now, which is actually pretty interesting. I guess I saved 2 somewhere, somehow. A little bit surprising, actually. But I'll take it. I'm comparing to my previous run when I say that. Anyways. We're going to be killing the birds. Those are the easiest ones to take out first. Since these have more turns, it's better to wait until you have more defense for these guys, which is why I'm killing the birds first, even though they do more damage. And then... there we go. So I think we're ready to move on to the next phase. Nice. Okay. So we are ahead on both fronts compared to what I'm normally doing here. So we pick up the life sword, and this thing has a 25% lifesteal effect. And that effect is actually so powerful, given the amount of health that enemies have, that I'm actually going to be sticking with it for most of the tower, so you're going to be seeing this particular equipment loadout for a while. Alright, so next up, you see there's this Eternal Potion right here that doubles our health, and we're actually going to want to try and maximize our health going into this thing. And luckily we've got a whole bunch of potions here, so we're going to be building up our health quite a lot. but also we're going to be killing things like this, just because in this particular arrangement, defense is better than attack. And now that we've dealt with all of those, I believe it's now time for killing some enemies here. Let's see. We'll do it like that. 12 for that isn't too worthwhile. So, we're now on to the next part of the tower. And we've got quite a lot of things to do while we're here. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to try and get into here so that we can get some nice items. So, what that looks like is it looks like just me killing a bunch of these guys. I believe that should do. No, we need one more. So like that. And then we're going to open this, so that's some nice extra stuff. And then we're going to want even more so that we can get this feather as early as possible. Let's see. That ought to work. So, I'm going to leave that like that. You might be wondering where we get our next digs, and it is actually from this room up here. So now we're going to... Okay, we need to rewind a bit. Let's rewind 10 digs. We're just going to go along here. Alright, let's see if this works. Should be good. Do we have anything? Okay, we'll kill 2 more dudes, and then with that, we'll save a turn on you. We're not actually going to use the violet here. We're instead going to use it to get into here. Some necessary stuff for later. And then now, we're going to be transferring back to the other side of this. We're going to be doing a lot of back and forth trips. If you look at the earlier floors, you'll see that there's a lot of multiplier items here, but they're also guarded by very powerful enemies. And basically everything we're going to be doing for the next couple of minutes is just sort of strategically approaching these rooms, trying to get as many of these multiplier items as early as possible. And we'll be doing several back and forth trips to make it happen. So let's see. Get 2 red, rush 1F crown, dig snap potions. Legendary ranger kill, 25 digs for dream drop. Kill bond 2 1F shadows for crown. Okay. So we want to get 2 reds first, which looks like that. And then we're going to go here, get a crown. Then we're going to go dig some stat potions, which looks a little bit like this. So that's looking pretty good. Then next up, we want to kill you. Now let's just get that. I do actually wonder if I should hold on to that. Let me just check this note again. Kill bottom 2, shadows for crown. Okay, so if we can avoid this kill at all, then we want to do it. I think we want to actually grind a level up first, which would look a little something like... We got quite a lot of enemies to burn through here. I think that's probably good. Alright. Okay, I am gonna get that, just so I can save a turn on you. Alright, so we got a crown. So we're doing pretty well there. Then what's next? Yellow shadow. And skips. Okay, so we want to kill you next. We're sort of out of health at the moment, but we just got a crown. Might as well use it. So now that we've done that, what's next? Kill the top 2 reds. Okay. Go ahead and just kill you real quick. I think we want to grind another level up. Okay. Now, I'm going to pick up one of these so that I can kill you. I'm going to need to kill some more enemies first, actually. Who's the best option? That's some unfortunate experience. I think if I kill one of you, and then kill this shadow, there we go. Is that better? Not really. Okay. Trying to think. I'll kill you. That should work. So. We've got that. It was pretty painful, but we managed to do it. So now we need to get our yellow keys, which looks a little something like that. We do also want another blue key, I think. Let's see. I think we want to also dig some potions for this. I'll dig 3 of those. How many blues do we need? We just need 2. So we should be good, actually. So 2. Okay. Yep. That checks out. So now that we're in here, we're going to open up some nice items. Then we're going to kill these enemies. There we go. Already feeling pretty good about that. And now we can pick this up. So, what's next? Complete yellow cache. Yep. Complete the loop around, getting keys and ammo potions. Spend 2 violet for partial cache. Okay. So that just means that we want to open up here and then cut through this line of enemies, which is going to hurt a little bit. But in order to offset some of that pain, I'm going to be digging out some potions. And also killing some enemies. So let's see. That'll work. Can we get 15 more attack? Not easily. So we'll just leave that as is. So we're going to need to dig out just a little bit more health. Looks a little something like that. Deal with you. We're going to use this here, and then get these immediately, and then spend a violet down here. Let me just reread my notes. Okay, I think we want to get... I think we've made enough progress on that, so... Next up is keys here. And we're also going to open you up and get your key. Actually, I'm going to save that for a while later. So, yep. So we've got some extra attack from that. We do, in fact, want to kill those two, because they give me a red key, and what a red key gives me is that. So I think we're just about ready for our next crossover. So kill Yellow Shadow for 5 of Feather, dig stats and get remaining 1F multiplier, dig health as is necessary to kill shadows, 7 violence by the end. Okay. So that means we want to just going to dig out a whole bunch of stats here. That'll be pretty good. Works for me. So we need to kill you. That gives us a level up. Now we open that feather. That changes some things. And also we've got some digs, which helps us actually get what we want now. So with that difference, we should hopefully be all good. So we do this. We'll go ahead and do that. 2 extra attack. Can we get 2 more? Or do we have to wait? We can get you. Yep, as always. Alright, so we do this. And now we do a bit of this. Actually, we do a bit of that. We'll do a bit of this. I think we want to level up again. And let's dig out some more stats while we're at it. And also get some more health. Alright. I think that's about as good as we're getting it. So we'll do that. So that's looking good. Now, we do need... Oh wow, our health is tied again. Okay. I was not anticipating this sort of difficulty. How are the reds doing, actually? Because if the reds are doing well... Okay. In that case, what we can do is, because of the way the budgets work out, we can open this. That won't actually be a problem down the line. So we can do that. There we go. Finally resolved that. Feels good. So now that we've done that, we need to do this. We need... Yep. Works out just about perfect. So now we go into here, exchange violets, and immediately head back. Okay. That definitely feels nice to do. So, Star Thief, level, okay. Yep, this all tracks so far. So we'll do that. Okay. Let me think. Do I need a yellow? I'm trying to think if I need a yellow, because I'm going to be killing you soon. And that's going to give me the yellow I need, actually. Okay. So, doing just fine and dandy. Gonna go back into here. Alright. Actually, one thing we do before that is we use one of these right here. And now we should be good to tackle the real challenge that's about to come down upon us. But first we're also going to do a bit of this. Just need the extra stats. It'll be nice. I totally forgot to get that feather. Oh no. I think that might have some repercussions, but hopefully it's not going to be too bad. So we need to kill you, and we're going to do that just like that, I guess. Yeah, that should work. So now we've done that. And now we're going to use the platinum to open up here. Normally you'd be using 2 violets here, but because of the things I do to get this early, I do need to take the plat away instead. And it works out in the end. So now that we've done all this, we're finally going to enter into here and do some fun things in here. Like that. And like that. Let's see. Then we're gonna open up those. Yeah, we're good on, okay, we're good on budgets. So, next up, I'll go ahead and take care of these. Everything seems hunky-dory from my perspective. Gonna open you up. Okay. Yep. That's why we go here and take that. Okay. Actually, we want to hold on to our levels. Right. So, we hold on to levels. It's going to be a little bit painful. Wait. Yes, this is the point where we stop leveling. Okay, so we do this, we do this, we do that, we take that. There aren't any stats left to get, so we just kill a bunch of enemies. Including you. Okay, and now some interesting stuff's gonna happen. So we've got 4 levels stocked up, but we're in a pretty interesting pickle here, where we don't actually have enough violets to travel freely between the floors here, And we need all of the winner keys here so that we can actually open up the way to the Nexus. But there is a way out of this. We're going to go this way. We're going to open up the Nexus pretty much immediately. We're also going to dig our way around here. Do a little bit of that, followed by a little bit of that. Then we're going to pick up these items. Then we're going to dig over to you. I believe what we want to do is we want to enter the Nexus. So here's a taste of the Nexus stage. I don't actually think I've shown one of these properly yet, but things are going to get interesting here. So what we want to do is we are going to hold all our level ups until we can get some thief bandanas. In particular, we want to use this one 3 times and this one 3 times. So first we want to get over to here. Looks a little something like this. Yep, looks pretty dandy to me. So, let's see here. I believe what we want to do is kill you. Let's actually go ahead and just kill one of you so I can save a turn or so on that. And we also need a yellow key. Okay, right, I forgot about that part of it, but we can do that. Now, 3 yellows, 3 violets. And then from here on out, we can just level up attack, and we should be good to go. So, like that. Now, we need to get 3 more yellows. Specifically, our goal now is we're going to, firstly, go back through here. We want to get 12 yellows so that we can open this. And the way to doing that is a little bit tricky. Also, we can do this. I believe what we want to do is we want to build up some health. I think the best way to get some health at this point is probably like this. So we do that. So we're at 10. We need 2 more yellows. We get 1 from here. And then we need to go quite a long way around. Game autosave again. Into... Okay, we don't have to kill you. Into here. So now... There we go. 12 yellows. So now let's backtrack. That's looking pretty good. And from here on out, I don't actually think I want to deal with any of these yet, since they still do a bit of damage. But, do I want to take health? I'm trying to think, what do I want right now? There aren't any multiplier items left. But I do want to get up here for some stats. Okay, so that's what I'll do. So, what do we do first? I think we'll do that. That should be pretty nice. Then we want to do that. That gives us an attack level up, which lets us do that, which lets us do that. And then after that, let's see. Are there any other easily available attack sources we can get? Yes, there are. We'll actually go this way around. Actually, we're not even going to kill that guy. Instead, what we're going to do is just kill the ones here. Since this is a one-way travel system, the Nexus, you can't actually go backwards. In terms of experience for the end, it's better to kill enemies in the Nexus as opposed to the main tower. So that's what I'm going to do here. And then I think I want one more level. I guess I am ultimately going to be killing that. And then, like this, we get that. That's pretty good. Now I believe it's just a matter of doing a bit of this. There we go. Pretty wonderful. So, what's up next? I don't think there's anything particularly important or standoutish right now. So we're just going to make our way through these floors. We do want to prioritize certain kills over others. I think we'll do that. That saves us a bit of damage. Then, yep, that ought to work. These two enemies, we're not going to be dealing with them. The Eraser, we can kill it if we really want to, but it's going to be worth like less than a level up at the end. And for my particular plans, I don't think a level up is worth this amount of hassle. So we're just going to move on from it. So next up, we want to get this equipment here. It's going to greatly boost our defense. And we're also going to want some multiplier items down here and some health. And we're actually going to be fighting a clown for once. I don't think I've done that yet. But this guy's really beefy, and we're going to need a lot of health to take him down. But let's just figure out a way to do that. Actually, first, we are going to want to eventually kill you. Let's see. Anything else? I think I'll go ahead and just kill the stat-giving items here, or enemies. There we go. So, what's next? We can actually do even a little better than that. So something like this. There we go. I don't think we want to do too much else other than that. So let's go ahead and actually we'll kill you. And a few you. Okay. Or actually we'll do you instead. So do that, save a little bit of damage on you. Let's actually see if we can find a way around you. So let's see. Kill you. Doing pretty good. Now we want some health for that. And luckily we got health right here. So that's looking pretty good. Normally, if you were doing a run where you weren't killing the clowns, then you would actually want to pick up the bandanas off the ground here. Specifically this one, because otherwise it would be in your way and you'd have to be forced to swap out of your better defense item for this one whenever you want to reach this potion here. But with that in mind, let's actually wait on that a little bit more. So I believe we want to kill you, do a little bit of that, dig around to here, get a little bit of that. Alright, looking pretty good. So that's how much you require. Pretty beefy. We definitely want quite a lot of level ups for you. And then we're going to get... I guess I'll kill you for your platinum keys. You get me a bit of health too, which is nice. So, next up. We want another level up, I think. Just because, and we don't want to kill you because you're going to be annoying. So instead, we'll just kill some of those. Alright, now, we're going to have to pick up a lot of health. I think we're going to be forced to pick up a continental item, and I'll just have that be this. There we go. Now, how much do we need to make up the remainder? About 100,000 more, and I believe we can get that much by just digging. But also, I'm going to go through here. Alright. Just a teensy bit more. Yep, that works. And we even life leached a whole bunch of health to make up for that. So. Now is where things get interesting, because it's about to be better to level up health, because we're going to have enough attack to save a sufficient amount of damage on most guys. I believe... Let me actually take a second to check real quick. I'm going to save my game right here. I'm going to check my high score. I start at level 90. Okay. Alright. And then, with those, start leveling health. Yep, this seems pretty good to me. So now, things are going to get even more fun, because we're going to be still digging up more stuff, but also... Okay, I'm just sort of taking my sweet time here. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be leveling health. One thing, because I have so much attack, this weapon here that gives us a lot of attack and also an experience bonus, normally that would be removing a lot of damage from these guys, but because it was a lifesteal, we should be set to actually have like better health returns from the life sword instead of this. So that's what we'll do. Level up health. We do need a bit more. I'll do that. That should work. And now, I believe we want to... Let's see. We want to kill you, and that probably just takes a bit of this. Almost there. Alright. Okay, so not quite there, unfortunately. I don't think there's... Okay, well we can do this. And a little bit of that. And like that, we can kill you with just health. So that's pretty good. Now we'll go finally pick up this item, just to demonstrate. Yep, as you can see, leveling attack, it saves 100,000, but health levels, way more. So, justified in picking health levels here. Now, we're going to go ahead and get our final platinum key from you. Actually, I think it was even a good idea to just get the life leech from you instead. We can still level that though. So life leech is pretty effective. I don't think we have any enemies left in the tower. Okay, never mind, we do. So I'll go ahead and kill these two real quick. As well as these two, just a teensy bit more health, which we wouldn't be getting otherwise. Now, do this. You deal a lot of damage, but we have a whole bunch of keys here, and we're going to use them to get the necessary health. There we go. That looks pretty nice. So we do this. And I believe... Ooh, not quite. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're going to save those kills. Just all of those. We don't need to do them. It is a little bit of life leech, but it's not like gonna change the world or anything. So instead, we're going to just pick this up now. Then we're going to do this. Alright. So now if we do this, we level up all our stuff. And now, with 2 items that boost our experience gain, what we can do is a little bit of this. And a little bit of that. I think we even went a little bit overboard, but it's fine. So, now that we've got all that, we don't have anything left to do, except to cash out on all the health we left around. So, we don't actually need to take that, but we did it anyway. We'll go pick this up now. We still have 1 accessory left. That'll swap us out at the very end. So we do this, and this, and then we're going to open up these. There we go, looking nice and fine. And now, ta-da! So I've reached the end, and I got a diamond medal with 6 sunstones of overscore, so that's a pretty good run. So, just some last things, sort of a towering review. If you are doing a pure run, then some things to keep in mind. Your platinum keys are not going to be super valuable. Most of them are spent in the Nexus stage, but since you have plenty to use in the pure run, you can spend one here for some extra return trips, and you can also spend some here for obvious health and stats. I think some other key budgets also shift around a bit, but mostly fine. Obviously, you can spend your winter keys here for the 3 pilots, so you don't actually have to do any bandana level ups. So that's another thing to keep in mind for pure runs. And if you follow more or less in a similar strategy to mine, then you'll get well above gold, so you don't really need to worry about that. The hardest part of the tower is definitely everything on this floor right here. These shadows are a nightmare to deal with, and it took a lot of iteration and fine-tuning before I finally found a route that let me deal with all of them. But as you can see, it worked out pretty well in the end. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and have fun playing this tower for yourself.